Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Daily Magic. My name is SlytherinKnight, and I'm so happy you could join me. So, today's new daily quest is one we don't see as often. Cast 20 blue or green spells. Nice and easy. And naturally, to get this taken care of, we're going to run some Simic Toxic. I really do like this deck. At this point, it's probably my oldest unchanged deck at this point, and it still works pretty well. Though it is very much a deck that you have to have certain combinations for it to work effectively. Like, if you don't have a Rotpriest and an Ivy on the field at the same time, you can still win, but it makes it a lot more difficult. It can, but yeah. So obviously, for those of you who don't know this deck, it revolves around generating poison counters on our opponent. Once you hit 10 poison counters, the player with that many loses the game. And Rotpriest's ability: whenever a creature you control becomes the target of a spell, target opponent gets a poison counter. This synergizes very nicely with Ivy, who, whenever a player casts a spell that targets only a single creature other than Ivy, you may copy that spell. That copy targets Ivy, which, if you have one Rotpriest on the field, generates another poison token. Yeah, or another poison counter. So just think, if you can have multiple Rotpriests on the floor, a single Ivy acts as a multiplier, doubling all the poison counters created by generating a single, or by casting a single spell. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let's give it a shot. All right. Hopefully we have some good hands, some good opening hands like this. That's perfect. This is a fantastic opening hand. Our opponent is playing, at least at the moment, blue-green. Okay, they're playing an artifact deck, I'm guessing. This one. I feel like you might be the bigger threat. Because it has a triggerable ability. I mean, Tough Cookie does as well, but it's not as bad. No, that's fine. Funny thing is, I can still copy the spell. Oh, that's funny. Actually, yeah, it really doesn't matter, does it? Yeah. I always like to try to keep at least a Tyvar stand or a Safekeeping in hand to be able to protect my cards, because if you get rid of the Rotpriest, you know, that's game. You know, you don't want to lose your Rotpriest. Ivy, not as big a deal, but you don't want to lose that Rotpriest. See, the funny thing is here, like, I'm not trying to beat my opponent based on HP. Like, I want to beat them solely there. I did that so I could cast one more spell. Yeah, so I could cast one more spell towards our blue-green. I could have just attacked with the Rotpriest. Their Golden Goose wouldn't have been able to block it because of breached security or whatever that card I had just played was. So yeah, easy win. I really do like this deck. Sometimes I don't like running it because depending on the deck your opponent is running, sometimes there's nothing they can do to you. And if I start with a good enough opening hand, you know, sometimes it's just done, you know. I mean, sure, you really can't start to do anything until your third turn if you get both a Rotpriest and an Ivy, because it is always in your best interest to try to get both of them out as quickly as possible so you can start maximizing the amount of poison counters you're generating by casting spells on your creatures. But like this, I'll keep this. I'll keep this because I do have the Rotpriest. I have a Rotpriest, 2 Tyvar stands. That's very nice. It seems our opponent might be playing a toxic deck as well, potentially. Maybe not, but it does kind of seem that way. I'm not going to Infectious Bite because they'll probably just use the Scroll. I mean, let's see. Either way, it's going to generate 2. Yeah, either way, this is going to generate 2 poison counters. So you can use Scroll's ability to protect your duelist from my spell, but it's still going to give you a poison counter, which is fine. I just need to take them out faster than they can take me out. Unfortunately, Jawline actually gives you 2 counters because it's a double striker. But let's see what they do. Because either way, next turn, depending on what we draw, I'm going to use my combat research. They're going to send out a second one. That's great. Really? I mean, I wasn't going to block it anyway, so it's just you taking damage. Oh, it also doubles up. Gotcha. It also gives it an additional poison counter. That makes sense. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to lose this one, but yeah, I'll probably lose this one, but you never know. Two Jawbones is a little annoying. Defector Might is really annoying because it can just, for the low cost of 2 life, our opponent can protect their creatures from anything I do to them, which really isn't much. One of the only spells I have that actually is meant to get rid of things is Infectious Bite. Though not entirely sure why Julian is roping right now. there. I'm just not sure what was going on there. I'm going to go ahead and attack. That's actually kind of surprising. If I could pull another forest land, that Audacity would be great. All they need to do is give me 6 more. And that's probably game right there, because that's 4, 6, yeah. Well played. Well played. I forget that Scroll of Defector Might gives you a poison. I don't remember if you have a toxic counter, or toxic 1, it gives you another toxic, or if it just gives you toxic 1 in addition to what you already have. I'm not sure on its mechanics, but yeah, that works really well. I hadn't thought of that. Anyway, right into our 3rd match. Awesome. See, like this is not a good opener. Actually, it's not bad. Stormchaser gives us a way of, it gives us a way of getting some draw. So it might not be as bad as I think it is. That'll probably be the Safekeeping. That'd be the best one to get rid of. Oh, really? Comet research. Interesting choice. Okay. That's annoying. Another Skull Dweller? Wow. That's surprising. Why did they concede? No idea, but I'll take it. So I'll take the win. I don't mind. Anyway, I do think that right there is where I'm going to wrap things up for today. If you enjoyed this episode, which I do sincerely hope you did, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button down below. And if you happen to be new to the channel, hello, welcome, and please do consider subscribing to stay up to date for whenever new content is posted. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you all next time.